Hello everybody, it's me Roscoe and welcome to the latest instalment of Game Day, and we're arrived at Anfield as Ipswich Town take on Liverpool in the Premier League. And it doesn't get any easier for Kieran McKenna's men. 6-0 defeat last time out against Manchester City, and now they're here against Arne Slot's team, who are top of the league, winning games for fun, got a team full of superstars. It's going to be tough, but I can't wait for it. I'm excited. Big shout out to my niece Alana, who's a mascot today. She'll be leading the teams out. I'm sure she's excited. Hopefully lucky charm, you never know. And normal stick though, as ever for Game Day, we've got the media scran, the team news and the thoughts from the Macau Army. Let's get right into it. And I will admit, this is my 15th take. I'm having a bit of a mare today, but let's see how time we get on. Let's go. Okay then, team news has just dropped. The food is very much in the belly. It was sausage and mash with peas, and it was solid. I'll have to say, it was probably, do you know what? Potentially top 3 contender of this season. I also had a nice muffin, but you just can't go wrong with sausage and mash. And it was a beautiful mash as well. So shout out to Liverpool for doing a very good job indeed. Team news has just dropped, as I just mentioned. I'm currently sitting in the Kickoff, which feels very strange, but very special indeed. Obviously this will be packed to Liverpool fans very shortly. The Town fans are over there. They're looking like ants at the moment, but that will be a rowdy away end, I'm sure. And 5 changes from the Manchester City defeat. Those changes are as follows: Axel Twanzebe, Jacob Greaves, Calvin Phillips, Wes Burns, and Jaden Philogene comes in to make his full debut for the club. And a new signing, Julio Incenso, is on the bench. I think I butchered his name there, but he's got number 9, by the way. Number 9 shirt, which for a number 10, very strange, but how much you want to read into that, it's up to you. But those are the changes. They come in for Godfrey, Burgess, Kuyuste, Johnson and Jack Clark. And that's the team. We shall see what happens. I want to get in my pitchside position and get my snappy snaps. So now pitchside, this is where I'm going to get my snappy snaps in the first half. Town fans are over there. I'm now going to go and get the manager's handshake and all that. And I'll come back and see how we get on. Let's go. Okay then, game is about to kick off. I'm in my pitchside view. And ladies and gentlemen, goosebumps, I have to admit. Incredible teams. Players doing their huddle. My niece being a mascot leading the teams out. Nice little moment. Let's see how we go on. Let's go. Okay, hard time update, but it's second half. It's just kicked off. 3-0 down Town. And I feel like Liverpool haven't even gotten into second gear just yet. And it's been a tough first half watch. It's going to be a long second half. But you never know what could happen. Wish Wes Burns all the best. He had got stretched off in the first half. But damage limitations from this way onwards. And let's see what second half brings. Let's go. So full time here at Anfield. Ipswich Town been beaten 4-1, but we just scored a goal. Jacob Greaves, header, corner. I've lost my muff again. Well, I haven't lost it. I've lost it at Portland Road and I couldn't find it. And I've come to Anfield without a muff.
You are muffless.
But I am here with good old Wazza. Maybe you can use your hair to... Maybe, I don't know. Luckily it's not windy. Whatever storm it was, it's not here.
Yeah.
But
we got hit by a Liverpool storm, didn't we? Actually being by their side. No shame in it. Teams will come here and concede 4 to Liverpool. Yep. We will not be the only ones. Got a goal, something to remember. I think that's kind of it, really.
I did think, though, when they went 3-0 up, I thought, oh, God.
Yeah, so did I. I feared another 6. Yeah. I've got to be honest, 3-0 down at half-time. Obviously, a lot of added time on that first half because of an unfortunate-looking injury to Wes Burns. So I don't think it would be right for us to speculate on what he's done, but you can only hope he'll be all right. But, obviously all best wishes to Wes.
It's Burns night as well today.
Is it?
So
poor bloke.
Yes.
It looked a nasty one. But apart from that, it's kind of a day of not a lot of positives. But like you say, goal from a set piece. Jacob Greaves, first goal for the club.
First goal in the Premier League for him.
Enciso's brilliant. We nearly got the greatest debut of all time because he was on the pitch for 20 seconds and got carded and I thought he was off. So that was fun. And then he immediately went into another tackle on, I think it might have been Endo, I'm not sure, but went into a tackle on someone else. Looks lively.
Got an assist.
And we are such a better team with Nathan Broadhead on the pitch. We really are. I mean, yes, they lost Szoboszlai in the middle, who I thought was really good, to be fair. When he went off, we were in the game more, but we are such a better team with Brody in it. But look, we don't have to play Liverpool again.
Nope.
Don't have to play Man City again.
Nope.
Two of the teams that you would have expected to be top four going into the start of the season ticked off entirely. And we've got a really big game next week, haven't we? So you've just got to hope that the boys, reload. Confidence isn't too low, because let's be fair, none of us were expecting to get anything out of today. So I'm sure it hurts to concede heavy defeats and that, but you just got to hope boys pick themselves up, go again, and we've got a target next week now, 6-pointer. Southampton look like they're starting to score a few goals. Scored a couple against Man United, wasn't it? Did they get? Was that game where they got 3-2?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, we thought they're going to get a win here. But
and they've got a goal today against a good Newcastle side. So we'll have to be on it. It's not a given, even though they're at the bottom. But it's a real targetable game. And Portman Road, get behind the boys. Hopefully it'll be absolutely bouncing. So look, we've played the probable champions today. Yep. We've lost by 3. There's no shame in it. We go again. Uptown.
Yeah. So now I'm joined by K-Dog, all the way from Wales. Maybe a closer game for you, somewhat?
Broad as it is long.
Yeah. It's nearer than us, for me anyway. It's a long journey today. But anyway, enough for me and travel and all that jazz. 4-1 defeat, my friend. Opening thoughts?
Well, it's like I said against City last week. It's like Liverpool at the moment are, I think, the best side in Europe.
They are.
And there's no shame in coming to it and losing here. Do I think we deserve to lose 4-1? Yeah.
Yeah.
On balance,
I thought it could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse. I think first half went in. I thought we were lucky to get out of it 3-0 down.
Yeah.
We offered nothing. Don't think we had a shot in the first half. I don't know what it was. I mean, they are a better side than us. We just didn't look like we had any fight or any drive in it, and it was a bit strange. I can't work out whether we were playing our sort of 3-5-2, wing backs, or we were going back to the 4-2-3-1. Seems like an odd choice to make, but we sort of felt like it looked like we were caught in between. We didn't know whether we were trying to play 5 at the back and defend and catch on the counter, or we were trying to attack, but we didn't. Like, we were set up to attack, but didn't really take it to them. But then second half, I thought we were a lot better. Yeah. First time I've seen Connor Townsend play live.
He came on at half time. I wasn't expecting that. Is he fine? I don't know. Was that more just a tactical thing? Or do you think Lee could have had a little knock it? We'll find out, obviously. You'll find out.
I don't know. Strange decision. But he looked all right. He cut a good balls at the box. He seemed to work all right with Philogene. Nice to see Philogene start. Yeah. Or Jaden, or whatever you want to call him. Seemed good, tricky feet. I think he needs to work on the end product because it was like a little bit lacking there.
It's tricky though against this sort of team.
It is, because you can't. I don't think it's really fair to judge.
No.
Massively, but yeah, I don't know. I think Morsey had a great game. I thought he gave the ball away a little bit. Didn't stick to him like Velcro like it normally does. I thought Phillips looked a bit better. We just didn't seem to want to take the ball forward in the first half, but I don't know, second half were better. It's a nice goal. Nice to see Greaves got on the score sheet.
Really good. Big changes, weren't
it? Yeah, Broadhead once again looked really good when he came on.
Just driving at the even 4-0 down, you're just driving the ball,
which is what we need. But I think I think it was because we were 4-0 down that the space had started to open up a little bit, possibly. Yeah. But you don't know unless you play that way when it's 0-0 or 1-0 or 2-0. Just thought a couple of their goals were a little bit too easy. The first goal, good finish by, is it Slobosly?
Yes.
Yeah, but he had the freedom of Anfield to do it.
And freedom of Merseyside.
Freedom of the country. Being silly now. But again, it was just too easy. Second goal.
I was on the side of the pitch, so I actually haven't seen the goals back. But
it was the second goal was Salah's goal. The second goal was a good goal. The third goal was Salah's goal, wasn't it? I can't remember which way around it was. Just stopped paying it. But my point.
Second goal
was Salah's. And I just think Ben Johnson doesn't do well enough on the right to stop the cross coming in. When the cross comes in, Salah's falling over. He's the tightest of tight angles. He's got 3 players round him, and he manages to score. I think keeper's got to do better. Because if Muric had conceded that, we'd all be calling for his head. Walton had to do better with the second goal. First goal, don't think so. The second goal, you can't concede from that angle as a keeper. I always say, you don't get beaten in the near post. If you get beaten in the near post with someone who hits it with real power and venom from a short range distance, fair enough. But no, I think he's falling over. He's off balance. He's got 3 players around him, and he gets away a shot. And I think really we should have stopped that and should have done better. But, it's Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's Mo Salah. It's the best team in Europe. And they can do this to better teams. I said it last week. I said they can do this to better teams than us. It's disappointing. The first half was disappointing because it felt like we were just going to go down without a fight again and potentially have another 4, 5, 6, 7-0 defeat.
3 the Ipswich 9.
3 the Ipswich 9. Don't do that. But no, we looked better in the second half, and if it was a bit of those things where we've taken the game to them. Okay, we've gone 4-0 down, but the reason we've done that is we've been a bit more positive, and then we scored. And I just think if we'd have had that sort of impetus from the start, maybe we don't come out of it losing 4-1. Maybe it's a bit closer. I still ultimately don't think we would have. We didn't really want to get anything from today. No. But yeah, you just got to write it off anyway. It's just we've played these City and Liverpool back to back twice in this season, and I don't think that's been looked at very well. But we've come through it now. Southampton next week. Winnable game. Must win.
Yeah, do you use the must win, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know if it's a must win.
It is, I think it is, yeah.
At home as well.
Yeah, because they are.
Southampton are rubbish.
Yeah, they are honking. And if we can't beat them at home, then we really got problems. Villa away, then a couple of weeks later, the next league game after that. I don't know. I still think, again, it comes to this point, it would have been good to get a point there, if we can get a point there. But yeah, I just think right off today, right off last week. The problem is the goal difference, and I think that's might be a big thing at the end of the season.
Wolves, did they lose?
Yes.
Arsenal? Yep.
They lost 1-0.
Yeah.
So
I saw they had 2 red cards in that game.
Yeah.
Early doors as well, like 40 minutes or something like that.
Lewis Skelly and João Gomez.
Yes.
Which is great for us because Wolves now have no players available that can score goals. And touch wood, Cunha is off.
Yeah.
And if he's not, he clearly doesn't want to be there. So.
Top man.
Yeah. Right, see you later.
Yep. The final man joining me is good old Liam from Crew, who's going to drive me back home. So that's good. Standard really. My friend, Ipswich Town beaten 4-1 by the future champions, pretty much. Your thoughts?
We scored a goal. Yeah. So, and had we had 20 minutes of added time, we would have got a point.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have got a point, but no, second half was much better. It's just we're never going to beat Liverpool. I don't think. It's like last week. You've got to see them drop a level and really frustrate them, and you never know. But when they're playing at their best, you're going to struggle to compete with that. It was just a shame that we just looked so lacklustre again. Yeah. First half, it was just not enough bite. Why do you
think that is? Like, what's Kieran McKenna sort of doing, like pre-match in terms of building this up? Because obviously we set him up to sort of be defensive, but there was just nothing there, was there?
Maybe it's just the occasion. Maybe for the players, it's just the occasion. They know what they've been set up to do, but maybe they just didn't. The thing is, that first half that we played Liverpool on that first day, we had 4 yellow cards, and we were getting in. I mean, look, you don't want to get yellow cards, but at the same time, they were in. They obviously new to the league after 20 odd years, and they were biting in, showing Liverpool that they were going to be in a battle. Whereas today, that first half, just too much standoffish. There wasn't really any tackles going in. We just allowed them to play around us and pull us apart quite easily, and that's a shame. Second half, I mean, they probably took their foot off the gas a little bit as well.
And made changes, didn't they?
But we performed better. We showed a bit more that we could get in and even maybe get that goal, which we did in the end. So it's just those small positives we've got to take into next week. But let's be honest, next week that's when the run-in for survival properly starts. Now we still have some tough games still to play later in the season with Arsenal and Chelsea still to come. But
Bournemouth, bloody hell.
Well, every game is tough. But you've got to earn the right to win the games, and some of those games we've had in that first half of the season, we haven't performed to earn the right to win against the teams that have been close to us, like Palace and Everton. So next week they have to be on it.
Even Southampton, we had to score a late goal to get a point, didn't we?
And we have to be on it next week. And look, it's still a tough game next week. They're not.
Like they're rubbish, but they're still not going to be any mugs. They're going to turn up wanting to get.
Well,
started,
the thing is, as well, is maybe there's going to be a bit less pressure on them as well, because they probably know that they've got a massive mountain to climb to stay up. So they might come and try and enjoy themselves a bit, and that's always dangerous when you're playing against teams that maybe don't have as much of that edge to them. But we've got to win next week. That is massive, and then we've got to then start building from there and try to pick up some points. The only saving grace is that Wolves keep losing, and if we can get a bit of a boost this week with hopefully maybe Cunha going, I don't know if that will happen or not, then obviously it could be a real 50-50 then between us and Wolves. But we've got to look at ourselves. We've got to make sure that destiny's in our own hands.
You say Leicester out then? You think they're out of it? Bit of a basket case at the moment.
Well, I mean, I don't like all this vibe stuff and so on. I don't really think it means a jot, to be honest. But it isn't particularly a happy place at the moment. So they're going to have to do, even though they're not out of it, they're right in it. They're only 2 points behind us and Wolves anyway. But they're going to have to really start pulling together and trying to get that club going the right way. So, but I'd still say that if we can start picking up some results and start performing again, now that we've had this really tough run, then I think it probably will end up being us and Wolves until the end. So every game now is key. So starting next week, so we've just got to get on it now and just show that we're here to fight to stay up. And it doesn't happen, but we've got to show that desire now that we want to stay up against the teams now that we've got more chances of getting results against. Today was always going to be tough and was always going to be a game that we weren't expected to get anything. So, and I don't want to just shove it away, a bit like City last week. I don't want to just say, oh, well, we were going to get beat anyway, because obviously...
But what's the point?
6-0 whacking is
it's not good for the goal difference.
It's a bit hurtful, but at the same time, we didn't expect to get anything out of these two, and so we've just got to now look at these games coming up, and we just have to perform now. And we're a few decent positives in that second half that hopefully we can grasp and use them to go forward, and hopefully Enciso will.
Do the moment. Do the Sarmiento.
Well,
Southampton.
he almost made
a
really, really good debut by being sent off after 20 seconds for when 4-0
He wanted to make
down.
himself known. He wanted to get in there.
Well, there's that, and then there's just stupidity. I heard the pod yesterday about he can get quite frustrated, but I mean that's taking the biscuit.
Just come on.
He just come on, didn't he? So, but. Look, let's go to the next game now, and this is where this fight starts. So everyone's got to be up for it next week.
Be together, ladies and gentlemen. Be together. Liam, thank you, my friend. Let's head back to Suffolk. Thanks for watching Game Day. Bye for now. And hopefully I can find my muff for this. So, yeah.